post and found a consistent...
Jim, the White House will not say where the president got the video, but a senior White House official said today it was not from Reddit, which is a popular internet messaging board. The problem is we and other media outlets who have searched can't find any evidence of it existing anywhere but Reddit before the president picked it up. Now, why does that matter? Because if he got it from that source, a whole bunch of new questions about racism, bigotry, and violence come into play.
The video shared by President Trump to his 33 million personal Twitter followers and then to 19 million more on his presidential account was apparently first posted by a Reddit user who goes by this online name and who has also laid claim to it. That user of Reddit's online message board reacted enthusiastically. Wow, I never expected my meme to be retweeted by the God Emperor himself. I am honored. But others are worried, including the Anti-Defamation League, which surveyed the user's post and found a consistent record of racism, anti-Semitism, and bigotry. This individual traffics in online hatred and at times violent rhetoric. And the ADL seems to call out the president, saying, when those on the fringes of society feel their messaging is getting mainstream attention, that should raise alarms.
The fake media is trying to silence us. But we will not let them, because the people know the truth. The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House, but I'm president and they're not.
It all comes as the president is raging away at the media with a fiery speech and a Twitter attack on two MSNBC hosts that was so coarse, members of his own party were stunned.
But for the President of the United States, the greatest country of the world, the person who is representing our country, to use that kind of language is just so inappropriate.
For many critics, it harkens back to the campaign, when Team Trump was at times accused of sharing material promulgated by racists, whether on purpose or carelessly is unclear, and inciting violence.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
The campaign always denied the accusations, especially those about violence. And as Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders did it again just last week.
The president in no way, form, or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary.
In CNN's official response to the new video, however, the network said clearly Sarah Huckabee Sanders lied.
And we should note that this video does not appear to be exactly the one posted by that Reddit user, who noted online some edits were done to both the pictures and the sound, even as he laid claim to it. That raises questions about who made those changes. And again, with the White House saying the president didn't get it from Reddit, how did it wind up in the president's hands? And was he aware of its origin? We've asked the administration. No answers yet, Jim.
can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
The hashtag CNN blackmail started trending late Tuesday after conservative commentators alleged that the network threatened to reveal the identity of the anonymous Redditor who apologized Tuesday for creating the video of President Trump beating up a man with a CNN logo superimposed on his head. Many online critics interpreted a statement in CNN reporter Andrew Kaczynski's story, how CNN found the Reddit user behind the Trump wrestling gif, to mean the network would identify hashtag Han Asshole Solo if he backtracks his apology or creates another post that CNN deems offensive.
Why that clip of something that was scripted and staged has people so much more upset than the president's allies are now calling out some of the hysterical, breathless coverage over the president's video that shows him body slamming and punching the CNN logo in a wrestling ring, and they're wondering why that clip of something that was scripted and staged has people so much more upset than something else that was recently scripted and staged.
I find it interesting that you know, if there's a play in the park about Shakespeare and Donald Trump gets murdered on stage, that's okay, that's entertainment. But somehow pro wrestling is real. I mean, where else but in the media would their minds go there? But I just think they're looking for a way to be offended, and they're going to find it no matter how irrational it is. And it's just wearing thin.
This morning, counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, accused mainstream outlets of trying to interfere with the president as he tries to make his points. And Conway expressed frustration that widespread coverage of tweets is overshadowing coverage of other things happening, like the passage of Kate's Law on Friday. The long weekend of media criticism did continue on Twitter today, where the president wrote this, quote, "At some point, the fake news will be forced to discuss our great jobs numbers, strong economy, success with ISIS, the border, and so much else." There have been questions about how tweets like that one are helping advance the president's legislative agenda. And as it turns out, Republicans in the Senate say the tweets aren't much of a distraction.
Our focus cannot be on the tweet. Our focus has to be on that kitchen table family paying $20,000, $30,000, and $40,000 for their premiums, wondering how they're going to make ends meet. Their child might be addicted to opioids. We in Washington, we in the country cannot be focused on tweets. We have to be focused on answering that family's problems. And I get so frustrated when we get focused on tweets.
Despite all of the tweets and posts about bad media coverage over the long weekend, White House aides said today the president has spent his time here in New Jersey, preparing for the G20 summit, and he does plan to head back to Washington tonight. Sandra.
All right, Peter Ducey, thank you for that.
Hey, Charlotte County. This is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea, too, that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.